Every year, as December arrives, the world transforms. Streets glow with lights, homes feel warmer, and the air fills with songs that awaken childhood memories. Christmas feels so familiar that we rarely pause to ask how it all began. It seems as though December 25th has always been a sacred date, as though the story of the holiday has never changed. But history is never so simple. What we call tradition today is often the result of centuries of decisions, compromises, and cultural negotiations. Christmas, in its current form, is not the product of a single night. It is the culmination of a long human journey shaped by belief, politics, and hope. To truly understand it, we must look beyond the glittering lights and the festive music and uncover the hidden layers of its history. It may surprise many to learn that the Bible never mentions a specific date for the birth of Jesus. Not December 25th, not any other day. Early Christians did not celebrate birthdays at all, considering them pagan traditions linked to emperors or kings. For the first 3 centuries of Christianity, there was no Christmas. The focus was on sacrifice, resurrection, and spiritual meaning, rather than marking the day a child was born. Yet, as Christianity grew from small communities into an empire-wide religion, the need for symbols, rituals, and shared traditions became apparent. This necessity laid the groundwork for Christmas as we know it. Long before Christianity, December held deep significance. It was the coldest, darkest, and most challenging month, representing both physical and emotional hardship. People feared the long nights and short days, but they also understood that light would eventually return. Survival required preparation, but the human spirit sought hope, warmth, and meaning in the darkest time of the year. This universal need for comfort and symbolism created fertile ground for winter festivals, celebrations of light, and collective joy, practices that would later merge into Christmas traditions. In ancient Rome, December was marked by Saturnalia, a festival honoring Saturn, the god of agriculture. Social hierarchies were temporarily reversed, slaves dined with masters, and the streets were filled with music, gifts, and celebration. Saturnalia provided not only joy, but also a psychological respite from daily pressures. For a brief period, society could breathe, laugh, and feel equality. These celebrations, full of warmth and light during the darkest days, would leave lasting impressions that survived centuries, eventually influencing Christmas customs like gift-giving, feasting, and decorations. Across Northern Europe, the winter solstice was observed as the longest night of the year. Communities understood that the sun had reached its lowest point and that daylight would soon return. To mark this, they brought evergreens indoors, lit fires, and gathered together in rituals that combined both practicality and symbolism. These traditions were an expression of human resilience, the belief that no matter how dark the night, light will follow. Modern Christmas trees, candles, and decorations are subtle echoes of these ancient practices, preserving the symbolic hope embedded in human culture. In the 4th century, Christianity underwent a dramatic transformation. What had once been a persecuted faith became the official religion of the Roman Empire. But there was a challenge. Millions of people were still practicing pagan traditions. Instead of attempting to eradicate these customs, the empire and the church adapted. Ancient festivals were reinterpreted, rituals were reframed, and symbolic dates were incorporated into the new Christian narrative. This strategic blending allowed the faith to expand without alienating the population, planting the seeds of what would become Christmas. December 25th was already associated with the Roman festival of Sol Invictus, the unconquered sun. Aligning the birth of Christ with this existing celebration was a masterstroke of religious and political strategy. The sun became the sun. By choosing a date already significant in popular consciousness, the church ensured continuity, reducing resistance and embedding Christianity into the rhythm of life. What began as political pragmatism eventually became tradition, giving December 25th a sacred aura that has lasted for centuries. As Christianity took hold, Christmas began to take shape as a festival. Nativity scenes, carols, and feasts were introduced by the church, while local customs and regional practices continued to influence celebrations. Trees, greenery, and gift-giving emerged organically from a combination of pagan, Roman, and Christian traditions. Over time, the holiday became less about doctrine alone and more about shared culture. Communities embraced the day not only as a religious observance, but as a social and emotional experience, a day to gather, celebrate, and find hope in the darkest time of year. With popularity came control. Church authorities and states began to regulate how Christmas was celebrated. Decisions were made regarding which rituals were acceptable, which carols were sung, and which behaviors were encouraged or discouraged. Controlling the date and the manner of celebration meant controlling memory and identity. By guiding public practice, the authorities ensured that the holiday aligned with their vision of faith, morality, and social order. Christmas thus became both a spiritual and a cultural tool, shaping communal values while preserving continuity across generations. Not everyone accepted Christmas immediately. In some regions, resistance emerged. In 17th century England, Puritans rejected the festival as pagan and immoral. They attempted to ban Christmas, yet people celebrated in secret. This tension illustrates an essential truth. Christmas belonged to the people as much as it belonged to the church. Despite suppression, the traditions persisted, adapted, and survived, revealing the resilience and universality of the holiday. The spirit of Christmas could not be legislated out of existence. The Industrial Revolution brought new changes. Christmas became both a commercial and cultural phenomenon. Santa Claus emerged as a symbol. Shopping became central, and images of winter wonderland spread through advertising and media. Yet, even as it became commercialized, the emotional core remained intact. People still experienced family, generosity, and joy, connecting to a deeper narrative of hope and continuity. The holiday expanded beyond religious boundaries, becoming an inclusive cultural ritual recognized around the world. With colonization, trade, and communication, Christmas traditions traveled across continents. European settlers brought trees, carols, and decorations to new lands. Over time, these practices merged with local cultures, producing hybrid customs and celebrations. From Japan to South America, from Africa to North America, Christmas adapted, yet retained its symbolic themes of light, hope, and renewal. The universality of its meaning ensured that it was not confined to one religion, one region, or one culture. At the heart of Christmas lies human emotion. Beyond faith, commerce, or politics, the holiday represents longing, warmth, and togetherness. It reminds people of family bonds, childhood memories, and shared hope. Even in difficult times, communities continue to gather, share meals, and celebrate. This emotional resonance is what gives Christmas its enduring power, making it more than a ritual or date. It becomes a living, breathing part of human life. Modern technology, media, and social networks have further transformed Christmas. Virtual celebrations, globalized imagery, and new forms of storytelling connect people across distances. Yet, the core themes remain unchanged. Light over darkness, togetherness over isolation, hope over despair. Christmas continues to evolve with society while preserving the essential human experiences that gave it birth. It is both ancient and contemporary, familiar yet constantly renewed. Christmas survives because it is adaptable. Each century reshaped it to meet its cultural, political, and spiritual needs. Pagan celebrations gave hope, empires provided structure, churches defined meaning, and modern society expanded its scale. Beneath every iteration lies one truth: the human need for light after darkness, for warmth in the cold, for hope and despair. As long as humanity seeks these truths, Christmas will continue to endure, not as a fixed date, but as a story of resilience, adaptation, and collective memory that speaks to every generation.